You're investing in auto retail. Presidio was honored to represent you as you entered the Ford dealership business in Detroit, and the largest Ford volume dealer in the United States. How do you describe the state of auto retailing right now, and where are the opportunities? And you are investing in retail.
Well, as most of you know, PAG is a diversified company because, obviously we're in the heavy-duty truck business, Freightliner. We're international. I think we saw as the businesses today the opportunity to buy the brands we want. Someone said today the brand is a leader. We just didn't have a big enough pool for us to fish in because of the pricing. So we then moved into international, and Group 1's done that. Lithia's done that. I think they see the opportunities there. Group 1 was there before, and I think they validated we've been. We have 10,000 people earn $10 billion worth of business are in U.S. dollars, 95% premium. So I would say our business today is about premium. Geography doesn't matter to us, as you probably just maybe read this lately. We bought the 3 Porsche stores in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
The closest competitor is 400 miles away. If we can't make that one work, there's something wrong. But we have no tariffs there at the moment, I hope. But so international, premium luxury,
yeah.
Certainly volume foreign. As you know, my son Greg has Longo Toyota, which is one of the largest stores. We learned a lot as we bought that business. But I see the market with a couple things. I think electrification is changing it. Right now, the companies, the OEMs, have spent billions of dollars in R&D and CapEx in their factories. And the market, if you think about it, 300 million vehicles in our car park in the U.S. I think it's 1.5% to 2% today are BEVs. So there's a long way to go. So the pivot for many of us in the premium side, our mix of product for the first 6 months of the year, or even last year, last part, was way too high. 50% inventory, 10 to 15% in sales. And now we start to see these states under the Biden administration where the waivers were given to states from the standpoint of emission standards for clean car and clean truck. Maybe some of you don't realize this, but in many of these states where you're mandating electric vehicles, the OEMs are not going to be able to get there. And I think right now in Washington, you should go back to your senator or your congressman and say, vote, vote, vote. We're trying to get those waivers repealed today so we don't have this issue. Think about it. Today for us in a heavy-duty truck, in our leasing company, we've got to buy 1 electric tractor before we can buy 7 diesels. And think about this. The electric tractor's $330,000. The diesel tractor's $120,000. Guess what? The excise tax is $30,000 more. The payload obviously is impacted by 8,000 pounds of battery. The range, 3,500 miles with a diesel vehicle and 300 with an electric. We can't stay in business. And it's going to affect us. We see it in the UK. Daryl's probably seen it there. 23% last year had to be mandated electric BEVs, not hybrids, but electric, fully electric vehicles. And that changes, I think, the mentality and certainly the posture, the way the OEM goes to business. They moved right into fleet, flooded the market with these vehicles, so we really were out. But I see the same thing here, that as the OEMs are dealing with this clean truck, clean car, we've got to be there to tell our people we've got to get those pulled out. And we can do that in reconciliation, which is going to happen here, hopefully, over the next 60 days. The House passed it to remove the waivers. We're waiting now for the Senate. And that'll clean up. Think about it. The car you sell in California is different than the one you sell in Florida or in Ohio. That's going to clean that all up. So think about that from the standpoint of people here today. We need to be the leaders with our people, with the the senators and the people, congressmen that are in this country, we need to get our arms around them and tell them we can't run this business that way. We certainly can't with our diversification. Think about it. We have a Freightliner business in Oregon. I can't sell any trucks because they don't have any electric vehicles. Fullerton, California. We put in 150 kilowatt chargers for a customer, turned them on one night. The next day, Fullerton came and said, if you run them again, it's a $100,000 fine per day. Now, what are we dealing with? These are the things that we sit back here and talk about all the nice things that are going on in the car business. We're worried about tariffs. Jason, I think tariffs obviously are very fluid, but I want to make one step further. Trump obviously has a lot on his plate, there's no question, but think about it. If he can bring $1 trillion, $2 trillion, $3 trillion worth of investment to this country over the next 3 to 5 years, that's going to be a 50-year benefit. Jobs, capability, GDP, all these things are going to happen. So I think, obviously, I think it's right now very fluid, but that's something that I worry about. But probably also, it's this workforce, this young workforce that we're trying to train and bring with us. After COVID, they want to work at home. Well, I don't know anybody here that can run his business from home. We can't. So I think there's many things.
You went to work right after COVID, right? I mean, everybody came back.
We've had all our people back.
Right.
We had them back, and
Right.
I think I learned a lot about communicating around the world every day to find out what was going on, because of course Australia, Europe, and the U.S. lots of different things happening.